can we just talk about this and the cheek of it, but also how insanely good it is. Hi, I hope you're all well. If you're new around here, hello, it's lovely to meet you. My name's Alana, I'm a lady from Scotland. I am 38 years old, creeping on to 40. I have 2 kids, 3 and under, and I used to love a bit of beauty, skincare and stuff like that on this channel. I still try to do it, but I'm also battling the chaos and mental health that is motherhood, and that's tough. But today, don't worry, we're not going to be talking about all that stuff. We might do it another day. I'm going to talk about current favourites because I feel like I've not done it for a while. I can't remember the last video I done. I'll link it up here if you want to see it. And I feel like as if I've had a lot of things recently that have either came into my possession or I've bought and I've not talked about them. So let's go through it. Let's just tell you what I'm into at the moment and what I'm not so into. Because you know me, I like to tell you if things are shite. Also like a sweary word on this channel. If it's not your kind of thing, absolutely fine. Please feel free to vacate. But if it does sound like your cup of tea, subscription in the corner, give it a thumbs up. All the other YouTuber crap. Let's get into it. Okay, so I feel like we should just start off with makeup-y stuff, right? But it's all kind of behind me like this. I feel this setup's okay for filming. If everybody watching this would be sick of me saying like, oh, I've just moved house. I've not just moved house. We've been here for months now, but just not got around to anything yet. But I don't mind this setup. I feel like it'll be good when I've got the room up the stair done because it's the same kind of window up the stair. Good light, great. This from L'Oreal, it was sent to me. It is the Lumi Glotion. Now just before I talk about this, if I can find it, hold on. I have this from L'Oreal, which I did buy myself. It's the Lumi Le Glace and it is like a highlighter stick. It is a fantastic dupe for the likes of Merit. I still haven't repurchased from them. I do really like them. But if you're looking for a dupe and you just can't justify paying the Merit one, or you don't want to order anything else for them but you like it, it is a super glassy, really sheeny, dewy highlighter. It's very nice. I actually got the one in pink Bali or something, glassy pink Bali. You can get it in a more sheer one. I just picked it up by accident. I actually meant to get like the champagne one. I picked up the wrong one. But this is from the same range and it is called Lumi Glotion. Now this says it is medium glow 903, and initially when I was sent, I was like, look at the colour of that. That's going to be way too dark for me. Even when I squeezed it out onto my hand, I don't know if you're going to see it there, it's quite dark. Quite dark. And I thought, oh, no, this is not going to work for me. However, just going to show you, that's it really quite thick on my hand there, right? So you can see it's definitely not the colour of my skin, but it's also not super dark or super tan. And when you start shearing it out, it becomes much more like a skin tint. What it looks like, I don't know if you can see it on my hand there, it looks like I've got a tan on my hand now. That's exactly what it looks like. Looks like I've got a tan on my hand. If I bring up my other hand there, can you see the difference? Maybe not. But it looks completely like, this looks like I've now got a tan, a natural tan. So I would say that it's actually quite a nice product. Does it give you super duper glazed glow? Not overly so. So that's going to be a lot of people's cup of tea. I quite like looking like a glazed donut. In the last few years, maybe I've embraced a little bit more matte looking stuff. But I feel like I quite like looking like a glazed donut. It doesn't give glazed donut. It definitely is a lot more subtle than that. I found it to be a really nice product to go on the skin. And if you are thinking, oh, that looks too dark, because weirdly when I looked it up, this was like the only colour I could find. Unless like, I'm going to recheck right now, just so I know what I'm talking about. Oh no, wait. They've got more now. They've got more. I don't know if it was just I was sent it and it hadn't quite all came out yet. Certainly the last time I was in Boots, I could only see that one. But apparently no, they do have 4 shades altogether. Fair glow, light glow, medium glow, deep glow. So on the whole, I would usually thought, well, I'm going for light. I'm not totally fair, but I don't need medium. But actually the medium works fine. Maybe in the winter it wouldn't, but at the moment, with a bit of colour on my shoulders and stuff, it looks absolutely fine. It just looks like I've got a bit of a tan on my face. It also says that you can wear that under makeup or use it over the top of makeup or mixed in with makeup. I have only ever put it underneath makeup and it works pretty well. It also at the moment feels like another step in my routine that I just don't need. Maybe just with the kids now, I'm like, you know, the less steps the better. The less. I actually put a video up on TikTok the other day talking about like 5-minute mum makeup. It turned into 10.5 minutes. That's still okay though, right? That's still quite quick. A quick chat about 2 other bases that I've been trying. This one here, the Sculpted by Amy, the Hydra Tint, came into my possession when we were in the old house, so old flat. So I've had it for ages. This is easily nearly empty. It must at least have like 2/3 out of it. Easy. This has been my go-to on the daily if I'm wearing makeup, because I'm not sitting here claiming like I'm a mum and I'm wearing makeup every day, because that would be bonkers. Absolutely fucking bonkers. But on the days when I'm going somewhere and I do have a bit of time, I do put this on. It is also like, you know, I've told you before, my wee makeup bag that I have here, everything gets thrown into it, and a lot of the time it lives in the car. Because if we're going somewhere and Alan's driving, then I can do my face. And this has been a prominent player in my makeup bag. It is lovely. It's what I've got on my face today. I feel like it gives enough coverage. For me, I don't like a heavy and full coverage. However, I would absolutely wear this on an evening out as well, and if I need a little bit more, maybe a slightly heavier concealer. I just think it's a really good all-rounder. I do have kind of normal leaning to dry skin. I think it's fantastic. It's got ceramides, hyaluronic acid, centella, blah, blah, blah. It's got all this stuff in it that's really good for hydration as well. That's obviously why it's called Hydra Tint. It's phenomenal. I would definitely repurchase this. I think it's amazing. Now, this wee bargain that I picked up in Superdrug, this is the Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation from Urban Decay. I think I said in the video, the haul that I put up, I was like, must have been trying to get rid of it. It must be getting discontinued. Do you know what? It's not getting discontinued. Absolutely not. I looked it up. It's still there on the Urban Decay site. It's still available in lots of other shops. So I don't know if it was just Urban Decay were moving out of Superdrug. I'm not even aware of that, if that is the situation. But I don't know why this was only £5 in Superdrug, because it is still very much available. I think I have worn this 3 times since I purchased it. A couple of times to go, like, I say nights out, but we went to a beer festival last month. It pissed with rain the whole day, and on top of that we had to be home for a curfew because we couldn't get anybody to take the boys overnight, so grandparents agreed to take them till like 10 o'clock at night, and that was when we were home, like Cinderella. So I wore it that day, so it was worn from like 11 o'clock in the morning till I got home in the evening. 12-hour spell, anyway, a 12-hour spell. And it looked beautiful. It was really, really nice. I also wore it, we went out for a meal and with friends, and I wore it that night as well. What I would say is that it's very, very similar to that of, do you remember the Ordinary Serum Foundation when they released the foundations? What did they do? They had the serum one and the other, what was the other one? Coverage? I don't remember anyway. I did not like the Ordinary Serum Foundation. I found it to be quite chalky. It wasn't the best formula. This has a similar texture, but the formulation of it is obviously just a little bit more refined because it's actually very, very nice on the skin. It does make me a little bit more matte than I would usually go for, but easily, like, that can be dewed up, a little bit of a spritz of some sort of setting spray or a little bit of dew on top of the cheeks, and it's fine. It makes me look a lot more done, but also it is not heavy coverage. I don't wear this and feel caked. It is very, very light, and it is still sheer to a point. It's not sheer like this one, but it's sheerer than a lot of, like, I just think when I see foundation, it's like proper coverage. I know a lot of them aren't. Lots of them, especially when they're like hydrating ones, are usually really sheer and tinted and medium coverage. But because this didn't say anything like that, it wasn't hydrating or anything, I thought, I'm going to put this on and it's going to be like cake face. No, it wasn't. It was really, really nice. And I think I mentioned in the other video as well, I really enjoyed the original Naked foundation from Urban Decay. The only thing I want to bring up here, because, you know, I've got my finger on the pulse and I know what I'm talking about. I've seen recently that Urban Decay / L'Oreal, who's under that umbrella, have kind of thrown Scandinavia under a bus. If you're not aware of this, I'm sure you can go and find it on YouTube. There'll be stuff everywhere about it. It's kind of gossip, whatever. But also a bit shady as well. So I'm talking about this, and so just in case anybody's on here being like, oh, you've just purchased and gave money to Urban Decay. I think morally and ethically what they've done to Scandinavia as a brand is pretty shady. So I am aware of that as well. I just want people to know it is a nice foundation. If you see it on a deal for a £5, do you need to buy it? No. Is it good though? Is it nice? Does it have a nice finish? Yes. But are their recent practices good? No, I'm a little bit disappointed. And I'm especially disappointed because Urban Decay are a brand that I have loved for years. Kind of went off them for a while because they got a little bit boring. But they were doing sneak peeks of like, oh, this stuff's coming soon, this stuff's coming, and I thought maybe they're going back to their roots. And then I seen that and I thought, that's a bit shady. Why have you done that? Anyway, this video's going to be long enough, so let's not get into the politics of makeup right at this point. Okay, I'm going to lump these all in as a one. It is Giorgio Armani. Some of this stuff was sent to me, some of it I bought with my own money. So I'm just going to fly through it quite quickly. This is the mascara. Oh God, don't ask me what the mascara is called. I can't remember. Let's put it on the screen here because I don't remember. My brain is absolute mince. This is beautiful. I'm going to annoy you with all of this stuff because it's expensive. It's expensive and pricey stuff. But it's nice. It's fucking nice. So annoyingly so. But this is it Vertigo? I don't know. I can't remember. It's a lovely mascara. It's not what I've got on today actually, but it's really, really lengthening. It's very pretty. It's fluttery. Not overly volumizing, but actually I quite like that about it. It's just really, really pretty. And it stays put. It's a nice one. I would say that it does give a little bit more fall down than other mascaras I have, such as the Panorama. This stays put. Whereas this one, I do get a little bit of fall down, especially if I put it on the lower lashes. I do get a little bit of fall down with this. But it's nice, but it's expensive. It's very, very expensive, but it's nice. Then the Luminous Silk Glow Blush. This is mine here. I've got it on today as well. It's very, very pretty. I'm actually hoping you can see just how much of a kind of dent that I've made in this. I've started to really pan it because I have been using it so frequently. The G and the A are totally gone now. It's a very pretty colour. It's pretty neutral. You look at this and you think, oh, it's going to be super maybe like peachy pinky, but actually it's quite a neutral blush. It's quite subtle and it has a very, very subtle glow to it as well, which is so pretty. Again, annoying, I know, but very, very nice. And then this here, this is the eye tint and the eyeliner. The eye tint, chef's kiss. It's so good. I'm sorry. Hold on, I'm just going to zoom you in because I might actually stick some of it on so you can see what I mean. I don't have anything on my eyes today, like eyeshadow wise. So let's just pop this on. It's so easy to use as well. And the thing that I really, really enjoy about this is the fact that it dries down beautifully. It doesn't look crepey, it doesn't look papery, but also it does not budge. It doesn't crease into any lines. It's just a really gorgeous formula and so simple to use. I hope you can see that there. I've just kind of buffed it out. Annoying, I know, annoying, but it is really nice. And I've been wearing the shit out of it. I really have. I'm just going to do it on the other side now because I'm not going to. Let's even myself out here. But I feel like that's, you kind of can't fuck up with this. That's what's really nice about it. You can't muck it up. It is really beautiful, isn't it? So annoying. Anyway, let me tell you about the eyeliner because thankfully, you'll be glad to know, it's just an eyeliner. Nothing fancy. It's a nice eyeliner. It's a brown eyeliner, but that's all it is. It's just a brown eyeliner. I wouldn't go rushing to spend lots and lots of money on this product because it's Giorgio Armani. It's just a brown eyeliner. So yeah, the blush, gorgeous. Mascara, I feel like beautiful, but realistically probably can get not similar. I don't know, like I've not found one at the drugstore that does as beautiful. However, longer lasting ones at the drugstore. But the eye tint, I've not found an eye tint that works as gorgeous as this before, and I've tried a lot of eye tints. Okay, another couple of faves here. I've seen faves, but actually this one, like, I don't think I need to tell you that I've been using this. Look at that. It's Glossy Cloud Paint in Dusk. I love it. It's gorgeous. It's really, really nice. Again, it's one that I usually put on. Gives me a wee bit more of a bronzed look. It's not bronzer. I wouldn't use it in the same manner you would use a bronzer, but it's certainly like if I brush it across my nose and stuff, it looks like I'm sun-kissed. Almost that kind of slightly sunburnt look. It gives that to me. And I think it's really pretty. It's very, very nice. And as you can see here, I've been using the absolute hell out of it. Very soon to be used up. This one here, Sale, that I picked up. It was in that Beauty Hall video recently. Somebody messaged me and said this is one of the bronzers, the Cloud Paint bronzers that they brought out. And I have to say, I remember that. I remember that being a thing, like they've just brought out a range of cloud paints that were all in kind of more skin tone bronzed colours. This is far too light for me though. It's far too light. Maybe just the now because I've got a little bit of colour to my face, but realistically, I'm not in any way, shape or form dark. I am pretty pale. And even this, it's there. Can you see it? Even on my face, because I know my hand's different colour from my face, but it doesn't do anything for me. I will try it again in the winter months and see how I go, but it's just too pale for me, even for me being quite a pale girl. The Statue lip liner stains. I love them. I really like them. They're really good. I have Pit Inked and Cinnamon, and I have to say both are beautiful. This one, the cinnamon one, is much more my kind of colour. It's a bit more rusty orangey, and as we go into the September and autumn months, I probably will just have this constant. It's so useful. See, when you've got kids and it's like, okay, the colour's there, I can just put lip balm on the top, lip gloss, whatever it is you want to do. It is a really, really useful product, and it is so effective. It's really, really good. I feel like as well, it's one of these things that if you got this in a certain shade and then dotted it on your face and then like peeled it off, you could make nice freckles with it too. I think that's a point. Maybe I'll try that one day. Maybe, I don't know. Very, very good though. I'm very impressed. I think they're very nice. And lastly, in makeup, it's these two products here. I do have both on my lips today. So the Charlotte Tilbury lip, what is it called? I keep wanting to say like double-ended. It is double-ended, but that's not what it's called. It's called the Contour Duo Lip Cheat, and it is in tan. So this side is the contour and this side is the fill. What I will say is that I've used the contour today to line my lips. It is quite akin to that of Rumour from Faves, although I find this is more brown. Rumour has a little bit more redness and maybe plumminess to it. This is a definite like 90s brown. But when I use the two together, should I clear my lips so you can see? I don't know yet. When I use these two shades together, because this is the fill and that is the contour, I feel like the fill colour still gives me that slightly 90s like greyish concealer lip, and it looks super duper warm in that shade there, and even on my hand it doesn't look like it's a cool colour, but once it's on my mouth, I don't know if it's just my skin colouring, it does make me look a little bit dead. Not dead, like, oh, that's awful. I feel like I should just take this off and show you, but I can't be arsed. It's not doing corpse bright, right? But it's also just a tad too pale for what I'm used to. I have worn it, like just the pencil and then maybe a balm over the top or something, and it looks nice. But I feel like it looks really done. Like really like contoured lips, pouty. It looks really done. Quite full on actually. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind going out on a night out and looking like you've got a full face of makeup, that's great. But nowadays I feel like I either do full eyes and neutral lip or big lip and neutral eyes. Like I feel like I'm not doing it all at once anymore. Again, probably because of time, but I just feel like sometimes I need to even it out a wee bit. And this, when I'm using both sides, makes my lips look really like supermodel 90s pout. And that's a good thing, but also I feel it's, I don't know, a bit Pammy. Maybe a bit Pammy for me, and like Pammy doesn't even wear makeup anymore. But I'm really enjoying this end, and I really, really enjoy it with this, and that's the Faves powder, which is what I've got on today. This colour combination, and I'm sure you could use one of the Faves liners if you wanted, is beautiful. It's really, really nice. This is a beautiful product. It is a gorgeous colour. I feel like it's like a dusty red. Like it's got enough va-va-voom, it's got enough oomph to it that it has colour and it's a little bit of a pop to the lips, but I also feel like it's not in your face red, which is really, really nice. I also just want to mention some of the products that I've got that are very similar. I feel it is quite like the Bijou Balms from Violet FR, and this one probably similar to the colour Petite a little bit, probably. But what I would say is I feel this is more comfortable than the Bijou Balms, and definitely more comfortable than the likes of the glossy G-Suits, those kind of, you know, powdery liquid lip type things. I don't think this is a lot more sheer. Now, it probably doesn't look sheer at the moment because I do have the lips lined and stuff like that, But if I was just to put this product on its own, it is a very sheer wash of colour. It's still got that little pop, but it is sheer and it doesn't have a lot of staying power. But I think that's why it's so comfortable. But I also feel like I can add more and more onto this and it never starts to feel that cat butthole dry scabby way. It never feels that way, which is really, really nice. I also feel it's really nice because you get that kind of blurred edge with it as well. It's just soft. It's just a really pretty lip product. All right, let's move on from makeup. A couple of skin things, because I thought I'll just kind of nod to these now that I've had them a while. Can you see how much of that I've used? So this is the Superfood Skin Drip from Youth to the People. It's a smooth and glow serum. I have been using this mainly at night because it has niacinamide and that's when I tend to use it. However, what I will say is, initially when I got this and I looked at it, oh it's not green either. If that's just the bottle. And when I first got this product, I was like, oh, it doesn't have any like makeup properties, even though it says it's a primer and you can use it before makeup. But on second inspection, second, third, fourth, fifth inspection, this definitely has some sort of sheen particles to it. Initially I just thought, no, it's just a nice like sheeny product, it's just a nice serum. When I looked closer I was like, it's not necessarily mica, it's not full on like sparkle glitter, but there's something, there is something in there making that look dewy. Like there is, I can't tell what it is, but it's definitely not just a good, like it's got a bit of something. And that's obviously why they must market it as a primer as well. It is nice. However, will I purchase it again? No. Simply because I have other niacinamides that I prefer. I have other primers that I prefer. Like I don't need both in one. And niacinamide is usually a product I'll be using in the evening. So this is kind of obsolete with the fact that it's got the primer in it because I'm not putting makeup on at night. Oh, I should have said as well, these were both sent to me. This is the Kale and Green Tea Spinach Vitamins Superfood Cleanser. You can see I've made a really, really good dent in that. It's been what I've been using every morning in the shower. It's fine. It does foam, I have to say that as well, which I'm not overly keen on. I prefer ones that don't foam, but it's all right. I just feel a little bit like it could be anything. It's not doing anything special. It's all right. It's okay. I don't see any remarkable change in my skin from using it. I don't see my skin any worse. I do feel that after I've washed with it, there's a slight tightness, not much, but it's there. I'm aware of it. If I was using my CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser, I wouldn't feel like that. Whereas if I use this one, I do feel a little bit like, oh, better get the moisturiser on. Not terribly so, but just a little bit. I wouldn't purchase this. I really wouldn't. So yeah, both these products are sent to me, but honestly, neither of them have blown me away enough to be like, oh, let's get it. Just, I don't know. I feel like there's too much choice now. Is it just me? I feel like now there's so much choice that I'm like, if something is like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I like CeraVe. I like the Hydrating Cleanser. I'll continue to buy it. I will try other ones, but I just, it's expensive in comparison. I don't know. I just, anyway. This is the Inky List Bioactive Ceramide Repairing and Plumping Moisturiser. I got this as a free gift when I purchased in H Beauty when they opened up. It is one that you can use like daytime and nighttime. It's not just a nighttime one. However, that is when I've been using it. I have also been using it post retinol as well. I'm going to put up a video soon about that. I've been using the, what do you call it? Lancome? Is it Renergie? I can't remember the name of the retinol. I'm using the retinol at the moment. I am at the start of my 3rd week using it. I will put up a video, don't worry. But I've been using this to follow up with it. And I have to say, I think it's a really nice moisturiser. As far as moisturisers go and nighttime moisturisers, I think I do prefer the Marks & Spencer's formula one that I was using for a while. I probably will go and purchase that again because it was really, really nice. It just had a wee bit more, I mean, as far as my skin goes, I think the M&S one is heavier. It's a little bit more, not plumping, but just for my skin being a little bit drier and a little bit older. I'm not old by any means, but you know, we're kicking 40. I just feel like it's a little bit nicer. This is really good, but for it to say it's a repairing and plumping moisturiser, I feel the formula one is doing that more. This is nice. I think it's very good, and for the price of it, I would recommend it. But if you do want to spend a little bit extra and have a little bit more of a luxurious sensation when you're putting your moisturiser on, and a little bit more plumped the next morning, I would recommend the M&S one instead. Now, last couple of products. First of all, can we just talk about this and the cheek of it, but also how insanely good it is. This is what looks like a Lush product, and I used to buy Rose Jam. That was the name of it, Rose Jam from Lush. But it's not. This is from Lidl, and my God, is it good. And it probably cost a fraction than what the Lush one does. I know there's probably ethical things that come into that, like people who are buying from Lush usually buy from Lush for other reasons rather than just because it smells really good. Let's not split hairs, as I said, let's not get into politics about makeup, but I imagine this this isn't going to any like charities or whatever, it's just going into Lidl's pockets. If you do want an alternative to the Rose Jam from Lush, which is very expensive for what it is, this is fantastic. They also do one for, I want to say it's called Sleepy, and I think the Lidl one is called Relax, and they do one for their tingly mint one as well, but I can't remember the name of that from Lush. And it's called Mintalicious Tingle from Lidl. They are also doing dupes of Aesop and what's the other one? L'Occitane as well. So, you know, I feel like people have got a lot of like issues around copying and duping and things like that. I personally am like, do you know what? See if someone can't afford to, first of all, travel to somewhere where a Lush is, because they're few and far between and you might have to go to a big city to get one or order online. But also to pay, how much is a bottle of Rose Jam now? Let's look it up. So the 500 bottle, which is the same as this one from Lush for Rose Jam, is £29. £29. Holy shit. Like, has it always been that expensive, or have things just went crazy? Have things just went crazy? This was £1.99. £1.99. It smells just as good. Just putting it out there. I know, like, I get it. There'll be a whole horde of other reasons why you shouldn't be paying less for it, but I just think there'll be people, why, just maybe Lush should just lower their prices a bit, because they make it more accessible to people who want to buy the product, because, I don't know, that just seems like a huge margin. Huge. Absolutely huge. Anyway, let's move on from it. That's it. That's all my current favourites. A couple of fails, a couple of like, nah, don't really care about it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you're all well. Have you tried any of these? Are you interested in any of these? And I will see you all again in the next one. Bye.